Look at your calendar right now. Go ahead. Open it up. Look at today, tomorrow, this week. How does it feel? Does it feel spacious? Calm? Intentional? Or does it feel packed? Overwhelming? Like you're constantly racing from one thing to the next with barely time to breathe? If you feel the second way, you're not alone. Most people's calendars look like a game of Tetris where every block is filled and there's no room for anything new. Meetings stacked back to back. Commitments everywhere. No white space. No breathing room. And here's the problem. When your calendar is full, your life feels full. But full doesn't mean fulfilling. Today we're talking about time minimalism. About reclaiming your schedule. About doing less but living more. This is the final piece of the minimalism puzzle. You've decluttered your home. You've simplified your digital life. You've cleared your mind. Now it's time to protect the most valuable resource you have. Your time. Let me start with a question. What if I told you that most things on your calendar don't actually need to be there? Think about it. How many meetings could be emails? How many commitments did you say yes to just because you felt obligated? How many tasks are on your list because someone else put them there, not because they actually matter to you? The truth is, we fill our calendars because we believe busy equals important. We think if we're not doing everything, we're not doing enough. We're afraid that if we say no, we'll miss opportunities. We'll disappoint people. We'll fall behind. But the opposite is true. When you do everything, you do nothing well. When you say yes to everything, you can't give your best to anything. There's a concept called essentialism. It comes from a book by Greg McKeown. And it's built on one simple idea. Only a few things truly matter. Everything else is just noise. McKeown writes, essentialism is not about how to get more things done. It's about how to get the right things done. The right things. Not all things. The right things. So how do you figure out what the right things are? You start by asking 3 questions about every commitment on your calendar. Question 1. Does this align with my values and goals? If it doesn't move you toward what matters most to you, why is it taking up your time? Question 2. Is this essential? Not important. Essential. There's a difference. Many things seem important. But only a few things are truly essential. Essential means if you didn't do it, something significant would be lost. Question 3. Could someone else do this, or does it have to be me? Many tasks on your calendar don't actually require you specifically. They just require someone. And if someone else can do it, maybe they should. These 3 questions will cut your commitments in half. Maybe more. Let me tell you about Marcus. He's 38. Works in tech. Married with 2 kids. And for years, Marcus felt like he was drowning in his own calendar. Work meetings all day. Kids' activities every evening. Weekend commitments with friends and family. Volunteer boards. Networking events. Professional development courses. Fitness classes he never attended because he was too exhausted. Marcus looked successful. Busy. Important. But Marcus felt empty. He couldn't remember the last time he read a book just for pleasure. or had an unhurried conversation with his wife, or played with his kids without checking his phone. So Marcus did something radical. He did a calendar audit. Here's what that means. Marcus exported his calendar for the past 3 months. Every meeting, every commitment, every activity. And he asked those 3 questions about each one. Does this align with my values and goals? Is this essential? Could someone else do this? The results shocked him. Out of approximately 200 recurring commitments over those 3 months, only about 40 passed all 3 questions. 40. That's 80% that didn't actually need to be there. Marcus started cutting. Meetings he could skip. Committees he could leave. Social obligations that drained him. Tasks he could delegate. Events he attended out of guilt, not desire. It was uncomfortable. People were confused. Some were offended. Marcus had to have difficult conversations. I'm stepping back from this. I can't commit to that anymore. This doesn't align with my priorities right now. But here's what happened. As Marcus cleared his calendar, something amazing emerged. Space. White space. Hours with nothing scheduled. At first, this space felt strange. Marcus had been busy for so long that doing nothing felt wrong. But gradually, he learned to protect that space. To value it. To use it intentionally. Now, 2 years later, Marcus's calendar looks completely different. He works focused hours without constant meetings. He has dinner with his family every night, no phone, no distractions. He reads for an hour before bed. He has Saturday mornings completely free. No plans. Just space. And Marcus is more productive than ever. Not because he's doing more. Because he's doing less. But what he does with full attention and energy. This is time minimalism. Not cramming more into less time. Creating more time by doing less. So let's talk about how to actually do this. I'm going to give you a challenge. A calendar detox. 7 days to reclaim your time. Day 1. The audit. Export your calendar for the past month. Look at everything you did. Meetings, appointments, commitments, everything. And ask those 3 questions for each item. Be brutally honest. Most things won't pass. Day 2. The purge. Look at your calendar for the next month. Find everything that didn't pass your 3-question test. And start cutting. Cancel meetings. Decline invitations. Step back from commitments. Send those emails today. Day 3. The boundaries. Create time blocks for what matters most. Family time. Exercise. Deep work. Reading. Whatever is essential to you. Put these on your calendar first. Treat them like non-negotiable appointments. Because they are. Day 4. The buffer. Add white space between everything. If you have a meeting from 2 to 3, don't schedule the next thing at 3. Schedule it at 3:30. Give yourself buffer time. Transition time. Breathing room. Day 5. The batch. Group similar tasks together. Don't check email constantly throughout the day. Have 2 email blocks. Morning and afternoon. Don't take random calls. Have a calling hour. Batching reduces context switching and saves enormous mental energy. Day 6. The default no. Practice saying no to new requests. For the next week, your default answer to any new commitment is no. Not maybe. Not let me think about it. Just no. If something is truly essential, it will still be essential next week. You can reconsider then. Day 7. The reflection. Look at your week. How does your calendar feel now? How do you feel? What changed? What can you keep doing? This 7-day challenge will transform your relationship with time. But only if you actually do it. Now let me address the objections. Because I know what you're thinking. I can't say no to my boss. Maybe not directly. But you can negotiate. I'd love to help with that project. To do it well, I'll need to step back from this other project. Which is the priority? Make trade-offs visible. Force prioritization. I'll disappoint people. Yes, you will. And that's okay. You cannot live your life trying to please everyone else. Some people will be disappointed. Let them be disappointed. Their disappointment is not your emergency. I'll miss out on opportunities. Maybe. But what opportunities are you already missing because your calendar is too full? The opportunity to be present with your family. The opportunity to do deep, meaningful work. The opportunity to rest. Those matter too. My industry requires me to be available all the time. Does it really? Or have you just accepted that as true without questioning it? Most industries have some people who protect their time fiercely. And those people are often the most successful because they're not burned out and scattered. Time minimalism requires courage. It requires saying no when it's easier to say yes. It requires disappointing people sometimes. It requires going against cultural norms that glorify busy. But here's what it gives you in return. Control. Peace. Presence. Energy. The ability to actually live your life instead of just scheduling it. Let me share some specific tactics that help protect your time. Tactic 1. Time blocking. Instead of a to-do list where everything feels equally urgent, assign specific time blocks to specific tasks. From 9 to 11, I'm writing. From 2 to 3, I'm in meetings. From 5 to 7, I'm with family. When those blocks are on your calendar, you're not available for anything else. This prevents other people's priorities from hijacking your time. Tactic 2. The 90-minute rule. Don't schedule anything for longer than 90 minutes without a break. Research shows that sustained focus drops dramatically after 90 minutes. Build breaks into your calendar. 5 minutes to stand up. Walk around. Reset. Tactic 3. Meeting minimums. Before accepting any meeting, ask for an agenda. If there's no clear purpose for the meeting, decline it. Most meetings are status updates that could be emails. Tactic 4. The reverse pilot. This is a technique from McKeon's book. Remove an activity from your calendar. See what happens. If nothing breaks, it wasn't essential. Most things you think are essential really aren't. Tactic 5. The 24-hour rule. When someone asks for your time, don't answer immediately. Say, "Let me check my calendar and get back to you." This gives you 24 hours to consider whether this commitment aligns with your priorities. The answer is usually no. Tactic 6. Protect your mornings. For most people, the first few hours after waking are the most productive. Don't give this time away to meetings or emails. Use it for your most important work. The work that actually moves your life forward. Tactic 7. Create theme days. Instead of switching between different types of work constantly, dedicate entire days to one type of activity. Monday is creative work. Tuesday is meetings. Wednesday is administrative tasks. This reduces context switching and increases efficiency. Now here's something important. Time minimalism is not about productivity. It's not about getting more done in less time. It's about having time for what matters. Sometimes what matters is work. Sometimes it's family. Sometimes it's rest. Sometimes it's absolutely nothing at all. The goal is not to fill your newly cleared calendar with more stuff. The goal is to leave space. Empty space. Unscheduled space. Space where life can happen spontaneously. Space where you can think. Where you can breathe. Where you can simply exist without an agenda. This is radical in our culture. We're taught that empty space is wasted space. That unscheduled time means you're lazy or unambitious. That if you're not constantly productive, you're not valuable. But that's nonsense. Empty space is where creativity happens. Where ideas emerge. Where you reconnect with yourself and the people you love. Where you remember why you're doing any of this in the first place. Marcus told me that the best part of his calendar transformation wasn't the extra productivity or the better focus. It was Saturday mornings. Saturday mornings when he wakes up with nowhere to be and nothing scheduled. When he can make breakfast slowly. Play with his kids. Read the paper. Go for a walk. Or do absolutely nothing. That space. That freedom. That's what time minimalism gives you. So here's your challenge. Starting tomorrow, do the 7-day calendar detox. Audit. Purge. Boundaries. Buffer. Batch. Default no. Reflect. And notice what happens. Notice how it feels to have breathing room in your schedule. Notice what you do with the space you create. Notice whether you're tempted to fill it back up. Resist that temptation. Protect the space. Let it be empty. Let it be available for whatever matters in that moment. Your time is the most valuable thing you have. You can make more money. You can buy more things. You can delete more emails. But you cannot make more time. Every yes to something that doesn't matter is a no to something that does. Every commitment you make is trading hours of your life for whatever that commitment is. Make sure it's worth it. Make sure it's essential. Make sure it actually matters. Because in the end, your life is not measured by how many things you did. It's measured by how fully you lived. How present you were. How much you actually experienced versus how much you just scheduled. Do less. Live more. That's time minimalism. In our next video, we'll bring everything together. We'll talk about what minimalism looks like in practice. How to maintain it long term. How to handle the challenges that come up. But that's for next time. For now, look at your calendar. Really look at it. And ask yourself, is this how I want to spend my life? If the answer is no, you know what to do. Start cutting. Start protecting. Start reclaiming your time. You deserve a calendar that serves your life, not controls it. Thank you for listening. See you next time. I hope this video brought you something meaningful. If you find it helpful, please like and share it with someone who may need it. Subscribe if you would like to hear more stories like this. Wishing you a calm and peaceful day.